Welcome back. I'm here with executive producer Lawrence Najim. We're talking about Man in the White Van, a brand new thriller set right here in Florida. Thank you so very much for being here today. I really appreciate it.
Good morning.
This sounds pretty cool. So tell us about tell us what everything we need to know about the White Van, the Man in the White Van.
So the film is set in 1975 Florida.
Oh, cool. I like period pieces.
Small town
Cool.
Florida. And it's told from the eyes of a 12-year-old Annie Williams,
Okay.
who in the course of the film was stalked and followed by a man in a white van. And it's based on a true story.
Ugh.
And as far as we can tell, she is one of the only victims that survived this serial murderer that was stalking Central Florida for many years.
Wow. So it's kind of a spooky film.
Spooky film.
Wow. Okay, so the director, Warren Skeels, is a Jacksonville resident, but there are other North Florida ties to the film, right? So tell us how you're involved and about other connections.
So I'm one of the executive producers. I'm a practicing attorney here in Jacksonville, and I have a film production, distribution, financing background.
Oh, cool.
And Warren Skeels and I go back a number of years. That's my involvement in the film. Now, we also have Gareth Cox, who's the cinematographer on the film. Mm-hmm. We have Scott Borland, who is the musical composer. Billy Gaggins did some editing, and Sharon Cobb, another local.
Yeah, I know Sharon.
Sharon helped write the screenplay with Warren.
Right on. Nice job, Sharon. That's great. Okay, so the story's set in Florida, right? Like you had said. So did you film it in Florida as well?
Well, about 25% of the film was done in Florida, in the Sarasota area, and the remainder was done in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Really?
And that's really a business decision because of the incentives and tax credits that are available in Louisiana.
Yep.
So that's why a lot of the business is going that way.
That's very interesting. Okay, so let me ask you about the challenges of trying to make Shreveport look like Jacksonville. Or not Jacksonville, excuse me, Florida.
Well, Shreveport, Louisiana is very close to the Florida in terms of humidity.
I used to live in Lake Charles, so I know all about it.
So you know, in terms of the geography, in terms of the botany, the trees, and
Sure.
things like that. So it wasn't that difficult to make it look like Florida.
Okay, great. Yeah. All right, so well, where can people see the movie, which happens to open on Friday the 13th, which that's pretty apropos. So, because this isn't exactly like a Hallmark movie like we were talking about, right? You don't really want to bring kiddos to that.
Well, it's a PG-13, so it's not a slasher movie. There are not scenes that are
It's a little bit more psychologically thrilling, right?
Psychological, suspense, thriller, bringing back the old horror movies where you sat on the edge of your seat waiting for the next thing to happen.
Right.
So that's what this film really draws upon. And it opens this Friday, AMC Orange Park, AMC Regency.
Oh, great. That's a great theater.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I really dig the old school style of thrillers, right? Where you don't exactly just put everything on screen for you. You have to actually use your imagination to get to where that is, right? That's pretty cool. So talk to me a little bit about how you guys achieve that.
Well, we did some of that by never showing the man in the white van.
Oh,
you're never going to get to meet this guy. And so I'm not going to spill the beans and give you many other scenes, but that tells you something and that's why the white van actually becomes the star of the show.
Wow. Okay, so this is only a one-day release though, right?
No.
No? Okay. No. Like at that one particular theater, is it going to show for more than one day?
I believe so.
Okay, great.
I believe so.
All right, great.
It's going to be shown nationwide, opening in hundreds of theaters actually.
All right. Okay, so if people want to learn more about this or check it out online, where do I send them?
Man in the White Van. There's Instagram sites. There are other sites. Man in the White Van will get you there.
I love it. Thank you so very much. This film sounds amazing. Great job.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, Jordan, what you got?